Welcome back to another video. In this video, we'll be talking about the benefits of gratitude for your mental health. If you're interested in that, definitely stick around. With that being said, let's get right into the video. Now, being grateful, what is gratitude, what is mental health? We'll break that stuff down and then we'll go ahead and build from there. We always want to have the base understanding and then build from there. So gratitude, you've probably heard this before, is essentially being grateful, being appreciative of what you have in your life, or in general, whatever the subject is that you're grateful for. For me, I'm grateful for my kids, I'm grateful for my technology, I'm grateful for my family, I'm grateful for my career, I'm grateful for everything around me, the environment, the sun. You learn to be grateful over time. When you're young, it's hard to be grateful because, we're just so selfish, to be honest. Because, again, as a child, to survive in this world, you have to be selfish to take care of yourself. What happens every time a child doesn't get their way? They start crying because they're selfish. Something happens to them, they start crying, or they want their parents to do it for them. It's because they need to survive, which is completely understandable. But as you get older, you start realizing that the world, you cannot be selfish to get what you want. Yet, theoretically, there are people that are very, very selfish, and if, for whatever life experience that they've experienced, they have become that way. But then you can also have life experiences that open you up, that really make you realize and appreciate what you actually have versus what others have as well. And that takes like a 5D brain of sorts to really get to that plane of existence. But when you do, or whatever way you come to that realization, you come to appreciate and be grateful for what you have. For the last few years now, I've been very, very deep down the rabbit hole of making sure I'm grateful for the things I have. Because I, for one, for probably many of you watching this video as well, had mental issues or mental health issues in your past, right? I had this huge Kensho moment in 3-4 years ago when I was trying to figure out what to do next, right? Because I climbed the mountain, I climbed to the toppest peak, I did everything society wanted me to do, but then after that point, you realize, okay, what's next? And when you don't know what's next, you're super confused. And when you have people around you that don't really know what you should be doing, because again, they always looked up to you for what next steps look like. As a result of that, that sort of puts you in confusion, and your mental health really degrades really fast because again, no one can help you but yourself. It's weird because I'm sure many of you will resonate with this, but what did I end up doing? I made myself a patient for myself, and I thought about, okay, what would I do for this individual coming to me with this type of situation? And at that point, obviously going through a process of rehabilitation and just understanding my reality, you start to realize, okay, first steps first, let's just go ahead and simplify your life. Simplify your life and then just be grateful for what you actually have. Because even though the world might seem like it's burning, it's really not. It's all internal states that are changing, right? If your internal state is doom and gloom, then your external state will also feel like doom and gloom. If your external state is good, but you're still internally bad, it doesn't really make a difference. So what we need to do is change the inner world first, and then your external world will change as well. And one of the keys to my success has been to be grateful for what I want or what I have, right? Every single step that I've been taking, it's not always been the best. Life doesn't work like that. Everything is not the best. But even those painful experiences, I want to be grateful for it, because for me to experience it and then eventually thrive from it, that really puts a dent in how I perceive the world as well. And I think you can also benefit as well. So if you are experiencing any sort of mental health issues, and usually when we talk about mental health, people aren't talking about the positive mental health. Like, positive doesn't seem to be selling well. Negative is always, doom and gloom is always a good seller. But in reality, the technology, especially after the pandemic, has really accelerated people's mental health to go down the gutter. And that's completely understandable, right? Because we're staring at screens all day long. What are we staring at? We're staring at content, probably social media of other people living the best life, and then you're not living similar lives, so you get depressed, and then it just creates a snowball effect to a point where you start hating your life, and then you do drastic things to try to improve it, but in reality you realize that it's not worth it at all. Which is why, let's come back to the main topic of the video. Mental health is you, right? It's your inner world, how you perceive the world, what you think about the world. And so what I would like you to do is be grateful for the fact that you are actually being able to watch this video. Some people don't have eyes, they can't watch this video. Some people are hard of hearing, they can't hear this video. Some people can't feel, right? They can't touch. You're able to touch your computer or your phone or whatever you're watching me on, you can touch. So be grateful for the fact that you're just alive, right? That's another story that I can get really deep into. But the reality is, every step of the way, you can do micro gratitude, micro gratefulness to things. I'm grateful for my mouse. Even though it doesn't sound like much, I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for my keyboard. And so I can go on and on and on about being what to be grateful for. But the real science behind gratitude is that you emit signals, you emit frequencies whenever you're thinking. Your thoughts emit signals. And so when you're grateful, it's emitting a positive signal out into the ether, right? So wherever you are, you have this field around you, even though it's invisible, it's there for you. What we say, my bubble, my personal bubble. Everyone has one of these fields, and it's just up to you to realize that. And so when you emit positive emissions, right? Positive gratitude. What you're doing is creating a toroidal field around you back. And so it comes back into you, and then eventually you get charged up being more and more grateful for every single thing that occurs in your life. For example, today I woke up, I did my meditation. What is the one thing that I said right after my meditation? I said, I'm gonna have a magical day. I don't know what that means. All I know is I'm emitting a signal that is, I'm gonna have a magical day, and hopefully that comes to fruition. I don't know how. Even if it doesn't happen, irrespective of that, at that moment, I was positive, I was grateful, I was happy for what the day will bring. So hopefully that can happen to you as well. So if you take anything away from this video, just know, be thankful for the fact that you're here with me right now, watching this video, listening to me while you process your own version of what I'm talking about. If you found any value in this video, definitely give me a like, letting me know you liked the video. If you disliked the video, all good. Give me a dislike. Let me know why you disliked it in the comments below. And of course, go ahead and hit subscribe. This lets me know that you like my content. It also motivates me to keep going as I keep building out these videos. There's also a notification bell. This lets everyone, or you specifically, know when the next video will pop off. And if you have the time to watch it, I tend to do it with my favorite content creators. If I have time, I watch it then and there. If not, I go ahead and watch it to a playlist to a later time. When I'm convenient, I'm able to watch it as well. So maybe you can do that as well. With that, I really hope that you have an amazing day. Be grateful for your presence. Be grateful for what you have. I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.